Actually, I didn't go through minor seminary. I went through government school, and that was Teachers College Manchok. It was known as Teachers College then. It is now government secondary school. And I got the inspiration working with a certain priest. He's late now, very nice person, very spiritual. Reverend Father Anthony Malam. I got the inspiration from him, the way he lived his life, the way he did things, the way he celebrated the Eucharist. That inspired me. And it was at that point that I went to him to say, look, I would like to be a priest. And so he said, go and sleep over it, go and think about it. And I did, and I came back to him and I repeated myself. I said, yes, Father, I really want to be a priest. And he went to Kaduna. That time we were in Saminaka. And so he went to Kaduna. At that time it was late Bishop Joseph Dalami Bagobri, the then Bishop of Kafanchan, who was the vocational director of Kaduna Archdiocese. So Father Anthony went to him and told him that he has somebody who is interested in going to the major seminary. And they had their discussion. And at the end, he came back and he came with admission letter. And so that was how I went to the seminary.
I know him to be a calm person, easygoing, a very wise person, and intelligent also. And because when he was in seminary, he was the auxiliary, what we call the first prefect. And I see that position as an assistant, as a student to the rector. And you don't just put anybody in that capacity. It has to be somebody who's very, very responsible, because he acts, as if he's the rector in the absence of the rector among the students. He's number one among all the seminarians. So a very responsible person, a dependable person, and somebody you can, entrust with a great task, and you expect success of this.
Dodo had been quite generous in helping us in the Diocese of Kano with many of his priests. And I'm sure we are dealing with somebody now, his successor is somebody that I've known, and we will continue that collaboration in the area of pastoral workers, and then sharing of ideas, pastoral ideas and so on. So I was happy, and I'm happy now, and I think I'll still be happy with the choice of the Holy Father.
I cannot describe my excitement when I got to know that Bishop Habila was going to be ordained Bishop of Zaria. But I am happy that it is Bishop Habila. When God chooses his own, he never makes a mistake. Bishop Habila is just the right person to fill the vacant position of the deceased Bishop of Zaria Diocese, Bishop Dodo.
Especially of our contemporaries, for a very long time we have been praying for him, because it is an appointment that is well deserved. He's a very intelligent guy, a hard-working priest, a rector of the minor seminary and a rector of the major seminary. And apart from that, he is very, very good in pastoral commitment. So this kind of people that we need in the contemporary church. Habila is a candidate for the bishopship. I will celebrate him.
The joy with me, it was more than joy, because I have a brother that is a bishop, Bishop Kuka. So I said, God have helped Southern Kaduna people. We have gotten a bishop. So we thank God. And the joy with me, it was more than joy.
Deep in the heart of Kaduna State, Nigeria, a momentous event is about to take place. The Episcopal ordination of Bishop Habila Tekunoroy Daboh is set to unfold at St. Joseph's Minor Seminary in Lusawa, Zaria. This significant occasion promises to bring hope and unity to a region grappling with religious tension. Join us as we delve into the captivating story of this exceptional man, his mission, and the aspirations of those who passionately believe in his leadership. Sister Florence Osho, Eucharistic Heart of Jesus Sisters, former teacher to the bishop, spoke of his meekness and dedication as a student auxiliary in the major seminary.
When you are teaching people in class, you are teaching children in class, you don't know who's going to become president tomorrow, you don't know who's going to become governor tomorrow. And having seen him through the seminary, I never saw the bishop's cap anyway, but you expect that all the priests are being ordained to just function as priests. So when I got the news, I had to call him immediately. I said, I got this news, is it true? He said, sister, that's how I've seen it. And since then, I've been looking forward to this day, to witness this occasion, and I'm very happy and I thank God. They say nobody deserves the cap, but I think God has chosen him to shepherd his people in these houses, and I thank God for that.
To be honest, I don't know how spectacular I was. They were looking at this, I didn't know. I felt I was just doing what I was supposed to do as a student. Okay, I played football. I was made a librarian. I was made an auxiliary. An auxiliary means like a head boy, okay, of the whole students. I was made a head boy. I didn't know there was anything so spectacular, nothing. But maybe being my teacher, they were the ones seeing me and taking notes. But I didn't know what I did extraordinary, to be honest with you. I don't know what led them to make me bishop. I don't know the attributes. I was there in the major seminary doing my work. I was a rector in the major seminary for 7 years. I was also a rector in the minor seminary for 8 years. So I was just doing my job, doing what I thought was good for me to do. I didn't know the church was somewhere watching and taking notes. So I don't know the attributes to talk about. I just heard that Pope Francis has appointed me bishop.
When we received the news, it was truly good news to the priest and of course the Diocese of Zaria. Habila has been one of the priests that we are quite familiar with him, and he rose very well in the Catholic Church here in the Diocese of Kaduna, and his experience as a priest brought him to that peak where he became the rector of the minor seminary. He became the rector of Good Shepherd Seminary, which is a major seminary. And of course, we know him as a pastoral priest because he has served in various parishes, even here in the Diocese of Kaduna. So the news of his appointment wasn't just something that we were surprised. We have been expecting that to happen.
It was an exciting experience. I was so overjoyed. I was happy for him because meeting him, though he's a soft-spoken person, he has listening ears, the much I know him. So I feel and I think he's going to be a unifier among the people. There is no doubt about that. I know he's so dedicated to his work, and I know that with this call to higher service, the Lord is going to see him through. And our Mother Mary, with her intercession, also will guide him through.
We were quite excited. I was very much excited because we've known the diocese, we've also known the bishop that was announced to be the successor of the late Bishop Dodo. We've worked with Father Habila. I've worked with him for many years, especially in the seminary. He's been involved in the formation of our priests. So as rector, he did so well. The seminary that all of us bishops of the province were very much happy. But even before then, he had been rector of minor seminary, where some of us send our students for formation as minor seminarians. So hearing his name announced as successor of late Bishop Dodo, I was very, very happy. Bishop Dodo was somebody I had known very closely. We had worked because our dioceses are, well, very close. They are coterminous. After Zaria, you have Kano. Depends on where you come from. Or after Kano, you have Zaria. And so we work together in terms of sharing of human resources in the priests and sometimes catechists.
The Episcopal ordination ceremony commenced with a lively gala night, celebrating the life and achievement of Bishop Daboh. A biography of the bishop was recited, highlighting his background and the distinctive perspective he brings to this important role.
Bishop Daboh had his primary education at LEA Primary School, Jankasa, Atia, from 1976 to 1982, and obtained his first school living certificate. He attended Teachers College, now Government Secondary School, Manchok, from 1982 to 1987, and obtained Grade 2 certificate. After his secondary education, he started nursing the desire to be a priest. Having a good qualification to teach, Father Anthony Malam of blessed memory employed him to teach at St. Andrew's Nursery and Primary School, Saminaka. During the few years in Saminaka, he was inspired by the holiness, dedication, hard work, and commitment of Father Malam. Father Malam eventually made arrangements for his admission to the seminary, and after days of prayer and reflection, he was offered admission by the very Reverend Father Joseph Danlami Bagobri, who was the Bishop of Kafanchan and of blessed memory, the Vocations Director of Kaduna Archdiocese.
Kaduna State government also graced the ordination ceremony, demonstrating its support for this momentous occasion. The Deputy Chief of Staff, Barrister James Atukanye, represented the government and pledged the commitment to working hand in hand with Bishop Daboh to bring about peace in the region.
Let us join hands and hearts in prayer, seeking divine guidance for our new bishop as he assumes this sacred office. May his tenure be marked with grace, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to the spiritual well-being of the people entrusted under his care. Kaduna State Government will support and collaborate with the Bishop and the Catholic Diocese of Zaria in areas that will be beneficial to the growth and development of the state in general. I congratulate Bishop Daboh as he assumes his new responsibility. I congratulate the Catholic Diocese of Zaria for being blessed with such a hard-working priest as its bishop. May you enjoy the celebration of this ordination in the mercy, grace, and blessings of God Almighty.
A poignant moment during the ordinations occurred when Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka ordered a 1-minute silence in honor of the late Bishop George Jonathan Dodo.
Shall we please rise, please, for a moment? remain silent for the repose the soul of Bishop George Jonathan Dodo. May his soul and the souls of all the faithful departed bless you, God. Rest in peace.
This act served to remind everyone present of the spiritual journey that lies ahead for the state and its people.
Well, I think there are mixed feelings. One, if you know the enormity of the responsibility, then you will bow your head in prayer for the person who is taking up this responsibility. On the other hand, if you see yourself as a tool, an instrument in the hands of God, then the excitement is public and is, you know, that of joy and happiness, because you have a person that is capable, is competent, and he has all the qualities to be able to, you know, to be a true shepherd after God's own heart. I'm very optimistic that the ordination of Bishop Habila Daboh will continue the good, harmonious relationship that the late bishop led. Given the kind of person he is and his field of studies and what he has done over the years, it may even interest you that his last publication has to do with the similarities between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So I think his ordination is divine providence, and I am very hopeful that this beautiful relationship will continue, not just in Zaria Diocese, but even beyond.
Bila Kora across Kaduna, born in the southern part of Kaduna. I think he also studied in southern part of Kaduna, and he also worked in some part of Zaria and then some part of Kaduna. I know that Kaduna has been the center of northern Nigeria for a very long time, and he can speak the language of the people. And Habila is also a very grassroots priest for a very long time. So his appointment is well deserved, and we are extremely happy that Habila has come on board. And you could hear in his remark, he thanked the emir for sending a representative, and he made a commitment that they will work together for the social development of the people, especially for peace. That's the only thing that people are looking for. So we thank God that Habila come on board, and we are looking for a personal relationship with him and the Emirate of Zaria. We thank God.
Bishop Daboh demonstrated his commitment to building relationships with the community he serves.
Yes, by the grace of God, I'll find time to go and meet him. I will have a chat with him, especially how we can partner, work together for the sake of peace. He is a very nice person. He is somebody who loves peace. I love peace too, and anybody who wants development should also love peace. And so, by the grace of God, I will work along with him. We will work together to ensure that we live in peace, that we love each other. Whatever, humanly speaking, could be done, we'll try, especially from the religious angle, to see that we do that to ensure peace in the state.
You know, his background, of course, from where Bishop Habila Daboh hailed from, that background will equally help him in relationship with our brothers in the other faith. And as you listen to him when he was actually giving his speech, he clearly stated he will reach out to those in authority, and he will work hand in hand with the Emir of Zaria to see that these security challenges that we are going through would be attended to. It will take time, but surely, as a bishop, a man of prayer, a man of understanding, and with good working relationship, he will be able, of course, to reach out to those in concern and how they will help out in this very challenge that we are going through here in the northern states and of course in the diocese.
I do know that some parts of the Diocese of Zaria have suffered a lot in the hands of bandits, especially Breningwari area. It has suffered even today. you have so much. But the thing there is that it's difficult to know how you can negotiate peace with the bandits. But at the same time, I do know that Bishop is somebody who is a peacemaker. Certainly, he will engage the traditional rulers. He will engage the government and security agencies and community leaders. And I think with that, they will be able to work together to ensure that peace is established in the diocese.
You know that right, even while we were in the seminary, Kaduna has always been on the kind of insecurity we are facing now is not. I mean, it's quite different from the ones we used to have. But a bishop is a father to everybody, you know. And when the bishop is ordained and sent to a place, that's why if you follow, dioceses are named after cities. Therefore, meaning that everybody, you know, Zaria Diocese, everybody within the confines of Zaria Diocese is belongs. I mean, is one of the bishop. Of course, the Catholics has his first constituency, but he is here for everybody. Jesus Christ came to reconcile fallen humanity to the Father, and it's not everybody who recognized him. Those who recognize him as the reconciler, as the one who was sent to redeem, have a duty to ensure that they let others know, and therefore to bring them into that flock. And therefore, the bishop is a unifier, you know, wherever he is. And so he's coming to Zaria. He's coming. You know, we have. Don't forget that we have 3 dioceses within Kaduna State, and therefore, you know, having come on board, you know, everybody. I mean, within the area that he is. Within Kaduna State, Zaria, I think he will do everything possible to bring people together. And of course, peace, you know, is not a work of one man work, you know, and it's not something that you achieve overnight. And therefore, everybody makes contribution. And so, as the chief shepherd, as the bishop, you know, I think he will bring his own contribution, and whatever small contribution anyone can make towards the attainment of peace, I think will be appreciated. And therefore, the ordination and installation of Bishop Habila Daboh as the second bishop of Zaria, in that sense, will contribute to bringing about peace, because that is what he'll be working for. Christ is the King and Prince of Peace, and therefore all his workers, which we are as bishops, you know, we work for peace. And so in that sense, like I said, he will contribute his own quota in bringing about immediate peace in Kaduna State.
Well, we are from the same parish, granted. I have family kind of relationship with him and his own village people. So to some extent we are very close. And while we were seminarians, we used to hold our meetings together. And I hosted them in my father's house as a young seminarian. So we have been good friends. While I was in the UK, St. Anthony of Padua in Oxford, he never failed visiting me. So we have been together as being brothers and as a friend. And he has visited me in my own missions anytime he found himself in Liverpool. The church is universal. And as you listen to the homily given by Bishop Kuka, you know, he stated very clearly, once you are elected, you are a bishop for everybody. We don't have tribes. We don't have ethnicity in that very regard. So his appointment is to serve the people of God here in Zaria, and of course, and beyond. And Bishop Habila Tekonoboy is capable of doing that. So he is a unifier. If he has served the seminary so faithfully, he will serve the church so well, and we thank God for his own appointment.
As Bishop Daboh assumes his new role, a renewed sense of hope permeates the atmosphere. The Catholic community in Zaria and beyond eagerly anticipates the positive impact he will have in fostering peace, unity, and religious tolerance. With this appointment, a glimmer of hope emerges for a brighter future where all residents can coexist harmoniously irrespective of their religious beliefs. Flanked by the Metropolitan Archbishop of Kaduna, Most Reverend Ndaruso, Bishop Daboh had the opportunity to greet and appreciate the congregation.